Hey guys, what's up? It's AB Trades here. We're going to be doing our daily watch list video, the stocks to watch out for tomorrow. This video has been requested by many people, as well as if you want to join the free group chat, which is the first link below. We talk stocks during the trading day, and then toward the evening I ask you what stocks you want me to break down, and this is the requested stocks. As always, we start off with SPY, which is the S&P 500 ETF. Going into it here, SPY had a nice sell-off today. We had a huge sell-off, nothing too massive as we've seen in the past, because we've seen throughout this past year a lot of huge sell-offs. However, it was a decent amount of sell-off towards this 280 to 281 support. Right, we're seeing that we have this zone of support here between 280 and 281.5. We found that support today, and also what the premium members and I saw come through on some big orders was about 1,000 SPY call contracts being purchased towards the towards market close. So around the time when the market closed, we saw a huge amount of call options being bought. So seeing that we have support here, seeing that we do have some overhead resistance, and seeing that these calls are being bought, we will probably see a bounce tomorrow. Now again, we can easily fail through this level and come down here and retest 278 easily, but this is an uptrending market. So far this year, we have been uptrending. This is just a bigger dip in the most recent dips, right? You buy the dips and you sell the rips, right? So that's what an uptrend is. So far, I would say if this level holds, we are still in an uptrend, right? Because we're still going to be making a new, a higher low, right? This low is not coming in lower than the previous lows. It's still a higher low, which is what an uptrend is. It's higher lows and higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low here. So yes, this is more of a dip, but it's still a higher low. So if we can see that start to push up, start to break up higher to see if we can retest this zone between 292 and 294 as our resistance, then we can get that 1, 2, 3 breakout here. Breakout levels that we've talked about before, where it goes 1, 2, and then the third time. And the third time is usually that pass or fail moment, where it either is going to get above 295 and start pushing higher, or it's going to get rejected and we're going to see it come down a lot further. But again, that is our outlook on SPY. We're looking for a dip tomorrow. First stock to be mentioned is EA. EA, Electronic Arts. If we can see here, we do still have this resistance here at around 90, support at around 93, but it's now acting as resistance as we're starting to break through it. We do have this upper downtrend. Earnings didn't really help it. We gapped up and then we gave back all the room. This is signs of weakness. We're also breaking down lower under this. We closed under the previous low. So I would say look for short tomorrow EA, or would just be my best opinion on EA, even though I don't trade it often. AMD here. We're consolidating really hard until we get to this long-term support. We have this support here coming in at around $26. So if you can see here, we're going to have this consolidation until we hit this $26 price point, where we're either going to hold and see some volume come in for a bounce, or we're going to get rejected, fall below, and then start to fall off. But if we can see that bounce in SPY, that bounce in SPY will help AMD bounce here and continue higher. Next stock. Never heard of this one, so I'm going to make sure I look at the options tab real quick. Is TWOU. Never heard of this company, so we're going to go quickly here to the trade tab. We're going to see that we don't have weekly options, and the monthly options have hardly any volume. So if you want to trade this stock, it will not be with options. I'm not going to cover it for that reason. FAANG stocks. So starting off with Facebook, which is the first of the FAANG stocks, FAANG. If you can see here, we're kind of having this sell-off. I mentioned in the pre-market notes of the premium group chat that 185 was going to be a huge level. So I said watch it to come up to retest and get rejected. So that's exactly what we saw today. So Facebook was one of those classical textbook setups where we have a gap down under the previous support, a whole number support of 185. We come up, we retest it, and then we just fail the rest of the day. That is a classic setup and one that you should be watching for. But since we kind of sold off, we're going to be looking at 180 as our next support. If we go below that, then we'll be looking to short again. If we can hold 180, then we'll be looking to go up as well as with SPY. Next one of the A is Apple. If you can see here, we had this huge gap down, massive gap down, worse than SPY of the gap wise, but maybe not the body wise. But if you can see here, we're coming in and we're actually making new lows, which isn't necessarily the best thing we want to see here. In an uptrending market, we want to see those higher lows. But hopefully with SPY, we can get that nice push up. I don't really know what to expect here because of the gap down so low, but I can say that we've had some previous support here. You can see lines coming in the back between 185 and 180 acting as support. So we'll see if that actually plays as support or we start to fall. Next one being Amazon here. If you can see, we're coming down to previous support. Our strong, hard support will be right here at the 1800 price point. It is a whole number point where we have seen resistance in support in the past. So watch out for 118 or 1800 as support on Amazon. If not, we're going to bounce. In on the FAANG stock is Netflix. If you can see here, we have this super strong resistance at 342, right? 1, 2, now 3. So hopefully SPY can get that bounce tomorrow like we're expecting, and then we can get Netflix and all these other stocks to finally bounce here. 342 or 342, the whole number level, we'll either see it fail and then we'll come down and retest 325, or we'll bounce here and head back up to 365 eventually. I don't really cover Google because I don't do much with Google. So let's go on to the next stock being QCOM or Quested. If you can see here, we have this huge run up. Now we're starting to see this come back down. We have a whole number support of 82. Watch for support here. Watch for it to bounce. If it doesn't, we're going to see that break below the $82 price point and come down further. Tilray is going to be our next stock, TLRY. If you can see here, we're slowly selling off. I would say this until volume comes in, this is going to be a classical short here. Just watch for breaking below whole dollar points like the $48 break, $44 break. If you see volume start to massively come in, that's what moves this stock. This stock moves on volume, so just watch out for that. JD and MSFT will be our last two stocks, it looks like. JD here, we're going to be getting rejected in this zone. We're going to be watching for a further breakdown lower. Again, this resistance is strong, so we're going to watch for a move lower. And MSFT here, Microsoft, if you can see here, we had this nice sell-off after earnings. And now we're trying to get down lower, which is not really what we want. I would say our line in the sand here is around 120, 121 as our support, because that's where previous support has come into play. But hopefully, if SPY bounces tomorrow, then we can see this start to reverse. But if not, we can see it sell off a bit more to around 122 before we experience a bounce on Microsoft. It looks like we just got another stock request here. Just want to make sure I cover it before we go. Is KO, also known as Coca-Cola. If you can see here, we finally got up near this resistance where I said that we're going to have a resistance point, and we're starting to sell off. We found some support around 47, so we'll just be watching this whole number price point of 48. If we can hold above 48, we'll be going along. If we hold below 48, then we're looking to go lower. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. See y'all tomorrow.